over my head. I look at them.
It's time to introduce the starting five for your Dallas Mavericks. At center, 7'1", number 2, Garrett. Starting at point guard, standing 6'2", number 11, starting at power forward at 6'9", number 32, Cooper Flash. At the other guard position at 6'6", number 77, Gotcha. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 23, LeBron James. Your Dallas Mavericks head coach is Jason Kidd. This is your Dallas Mavericks.
Now, New York starting five. We've got Carmelo Anthony, and it's Beasley in at the 4 slot. And for Dallas, Kyrie and Luka on a loaded backcourt. Flag is out there with Derek Lively, and it's James in at the small forward position. Grant, two teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this circled in my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Here's Ellis. Following the score by Dallas. Anthony misses. Here's Flag. Pass to Lively. Outside Irving. Here's Flag outside. It's rebounded by New York. Last time they met was in New York.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
It's stolen by Doncic. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it. Bryant with it. Now Doncic defending. Anthony, the pass to Ellis. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. Taking a look at Dallas, not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
I think for New York, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the number 1 seed. They've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Now here's Bryant. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Here's Beasley. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
That's pretty much any coach. That's how he'd like to start the game.
Outside Irving. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And there's James from the arc. He buries it from 3. James is step 5.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Now Bryant. And you look at his 33 points a game. A terrific weapon on offense. 6 on the shot clock. Off with the layup.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. With the step back. Ellis passes to Bryant. Kept alive. Here's Yao. And banks in the layup.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Now here's Doncic. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game.
Oh, my. Tight defense for Doncic just muscled it in.
And New York has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Anthony outside. Back to Ellis. Bryant outside. From outside the arc. Counted from this distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now, here's James. He's got 5. Count that bucket. He's got 7.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bryant, the pass to Yao. Shoots over Lively, and it's New York scoring again.
You don't see the hook shot too often these days, but hey, it can be so effective.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level.
The NBA, they found that fortifying the team at that end of the floor to get the opposition to contention. And look at them, they're making some bold moves there along the way.
Now a timeout called by New York. Best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. New York, number 1.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Bryant against Doncic. Oh, nice shot by Bryant. Bryant's got 5.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Doncic against Bryant. Doncic passes to James. Kicks it to Doncic. Misses the 3. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now here's Ellis. No points so far. Pass to E. 4-3. Lively grabs the miss.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Here's Irving. Not going to go that time. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Bryant outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And so James will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Irving. Stolen by Ellis. Inside. Oh, the vicious dunk by Barnes.
Assist from
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Irving finds Doncic. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Anthony outside. Launches the 3. Barnes, second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Bryant. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a chance here to check out some stats for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Mavericks leading. Irving with it. Still without a bucket. James up top. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Now here's Anthony. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's James. To the middle. Lively. Up and in on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys out there on the floor.
On the wing, Anthony. 19-footer. Another one falls for New York.
Anthony.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some shots.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Randolph. 6 to shoot. Lively passes to James. Drills it from deep. James has got 15 points.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Here's Lynn. Yet to see a basket. Kicks it out to Bryant. Barnes with a screen on Doncic. Here's Bryant. The Mavericks pull it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. Barnes a screen. Fires it from 18. And he hits the jumper for 2. Anthony's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
So Jason Kidd decided to call time out here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Terry's checked in for Irving. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Terry. In his last outing, he had 11 points. It's James on the wing. Stevenson defending. And that one's good. James. 17 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Bryant outside. Fires the 3. Randolph grabs a miss.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
James up top. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Stevenson. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Lynn. Still no points. Bryant outside. Lets it go from deep. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there, but not nearly enough.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Second team is never predetermined.
Substitution on the court.
I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide. Back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Irving comes in for Doncic. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for LeBron. And for New York, they're shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Outside Irving. Pritchard pass to Randolph. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Beasley outside. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Irving pass to Pritchard. Pass to Terry. Some solid D from Beasley. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Here's Yao. And down it goes. 2 points.
Assisted.
Yao's got
Michael
6.
Beasley.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Stevenson against Irving. They need this. Here's Gafford. Again, the miss by Dallas. Here's Stevenson. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. New York out in front, up by 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Kyrie Irving out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Terry in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Terry. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Outside for Irving. Stevenson with the ball. Irving picks him up. Ellis passes to Barnes. Good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Here's Terry. Off target from three-point range.
Their strong work ethic has been evident in the glass. Finally getting after it, being physical.
And one key for quality teams in this league. Beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. Goes into that.
The VA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Flag checked in for Pritchard. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
But with that touch and finishing ability, if Irving gets that close, it is over.
Now here's Ellis. He's guarded by Irving. Anthony right side. Over flag. And the Knicks miss again. Outside Irving. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's still one of the best guards in this league today. Irving's decisiveness and confidence, two of his greatest strengths.
Now here's Ellis. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. They set a pick. Pass to Beasley. All alone. Buries the jump shot.
Yeah, their inside-outside game, very effective. That was a great pass.
Terry, the pass to Gafford. Here's Terry. The three is up. Knocks it down.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Now here's Ellis. He's guarded by Irving. Outside Stevenson. This one's a three. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Flag. No points yet. Here's Irving. And again, it's down.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Easy with a screen on Irving. That's Stevenson. 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And that one is good.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. For Dallas, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. Misses from short range.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Ellis passes to Stevenson. Barnes the screen. Stevenson attacks. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Timeout charge.
That's how you capitalize on a
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic checked in. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up to the Mavs. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Irving. And count it. Now 4 for 9. Here's Anthony. Coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland. Pass to Bryant. With the fadeaway. Baseline jumper. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Doncic passes to Randolph. Irving for 3. Ooh, give him his 5th, making the game in 10 attempts.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Lynch. Here's the 3. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets a whistle there.
Second
I
team
don't mind
foul.
that. I mean, they met him at the rim
At the
and
line for
temporarily
2.
prevented the point.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And so he makes both from the line.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Lynch. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Lynch has got 5.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Pass to Randolph. And here's Doncic. Fires the 3. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Here's Anthony. The layup falls.
Anthony.
And now a 4-point big lead.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Terry. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14 and a half a game. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Mavericks ball.
With only 1 game left, let's take a look at what the final standings should look like out east. You take a look at the Knicks. A fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference.
Well, for the Knicks, they're still on top. And, of course, they're looking to stay there. Just one more challenge to remain the cream of the crop.
And Dallas making a change here. James is checked in.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Anthony outside. Jacks up a 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
So Jason Kidd decided to call time out here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That was when I truly fell in love with the sport emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Well, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler.
Better answer.
Now here's Anthony. 12 points for him. And here's good. Another from 3.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another 3-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in the year.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
New York leading by 8. Bryant outside. They set the pick. Shot from the wing. And it's New York scoring again.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's James. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night.
New New York has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Bryant. And it's New York scoring again.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
James outside. LeBron James with the flush.
Yeah, the assertive approach with LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Now Bryant. He's got 15. Pass to Lynch. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Bryant. Three-pointer. The 3, Anthony. Doncic pulls down the board. Mavericks trail by 10. And that's an intentional foul.
I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. He needs to get his hands back.
Beasley's checked in for New York. Stevenson comes in for Beasley.
Deshaun Stevenson.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Bryant with a block. And then Bryant with a dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Pass to Terry. Here's Flag. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And you factor in his defense as well. 3 blocks on the night, really making his presence felt.
Here's Lynn. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. On the wing, Bryant. Out to the wing. Here's Yao. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Randolph's got 4 rebounds now. James passes to Terry.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the pick. Fires from deep. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's New York. They're on a 19-6 run. Stevenson the pass to Yao. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. They trail by 14. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
2 on the clock. The 3, James. And it's New York with a rebound.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Bryant, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
James deciding where to go with it. Who's watching him? There's the rejection. Pass to Lynn. And that one's good.
Jeremy Lin.
Lynn's got his first bucket in this one.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Doncic against Bryant. The Luka 3. Money. Bryant outside. Over Doncic. What a play!
That's the end of the first half.
Drains it
With the score,
at the buzzer.
Dallas
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
So we conclude the first half. New York out in front, up by 15. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, and guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the New York Knicks.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
That's it for us. Thanks for...
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
And New York has possession. So on the floor for New York, we've got Barnes, and it's Stevenson in at the two-guard spot. Rejected by Lively. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for Stevenson. That's on Derek Lively. It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
That sums it up.
Beasley, that's good.
Assisted.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
James, outside. Screen by Lively. The three is up. The shot by James, no good. Knicks leading by 18. Barnes with a screen on Irving. Ellis passes to Barnes. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And yep, it's good. James has got 23.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Ellis passes to Anthony.
Right here.
The 17-footer. Good. He hits the jumper. Anthony's got 14.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Doncic, no good.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And this is second attempt at the line tonight.
And in terms of raw talent, Kyrie Irving is a step up from a lot of other guys. He just has an innate ability to create things out on the floor and make tricky shots.
Now here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Doncic. Oh, Luka playing through bad ball inside.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." PA?
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Flag. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of grounds defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Now here's Ellis. Beasley outside. Shoots over Lively. New York, no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 13. That's the flag. That shot off. Some solid D from Beasley. Beasley with a screen on James. Here's Stevenson. And the 17-footer goes down. Stevenson's got 9 points.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Now, here is James. Give him 23, and it's Irving missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's Beasley. Tight defense on him. Knocked loose. Barnes passes to Beasley. Oh, that one, no question. Powered it down.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. The 3, James. Outside for Irving. And there's the lob.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that one.
New York leading by 15. Now here's Ellis. Three-pointer, Anthony. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
There's a whistle. Carmelo Anthony.
3rd team foul.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Substitution. Yao B. Lynch.
From the elbow. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
With the 10-footer, and it's New York scoring again.
Assisted by Monte.
So it's the Mavericks now. It's an 18-point game. Stevenson against Doncic. Clock at 6. Now with a rebound. Yao's got 15 rebounds here tonight. They set the screen. Ellis outside. There's the drive. And it's New York scoring again.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Knicks. From the high post, count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to Stevenson. Ellis outside. The 3 ball. James with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Flag. Stevenson on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Outside Stevenson. Here's Yao. Shoots over Lively. Yao, good. Yao's got 4 points this quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
From deep, here's Doncic. And it's New York with a rebound.
Really tough quarter for him, shooting the basketball.
Oh, the wily vet. James using the shot fake, and they fell for it.
Now at the
All right,
line
guys,
for
what do
the
you think so
Mavericks.
far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, how about the work they've done from the
Taking
in-between
2 shots.
area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
The versatility of James remains so impressive. He does so many things so well.
Knicks leading by 22. Anthony with it. He's got 19. Pass to Lynn. Back to Anthony. New York working the ball around now. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Now here is James. Good on the bucket. James has got 25 points in the game.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
Here's Lynn. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA.
They've been able to consistently slow opponents, using every tool they have to shut them down.
Mavericks trail by 20. And here's James. He's got 25. To the right side. 6 to shoot. And here's Doncic outside. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's Lynn. Bryant outside. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Randolph's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving looking it over. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Now Bryant. He's got 19. Going inside. Ooh, that took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Derek Lively. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Terry comes in for Doncic. And both free throws good for Bryant. This Maverick squad struggling. Outside Irving. And there's the screen. From downtown. Yee with the rebound. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Here's Bryant. And the rebound goes to Dallas. James passes to Irving. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
At the line for
And he
one.
is just so creative. Even with the foul, Kyrie finds a way to get the bucket.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. New York leading by 19. Here's Lynn. Here's Bryant. That's the fadeaway right on the money.
Assist
Bryant's
goes
got
to
4 points this quarter.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Gafford.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Pass to Bryant. Fade away. And no good.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Here's Terry. Takes it inside. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Richards checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 10, Peyton Richards.
Gafford against Barnes. Gafford passes to Randolph. 4 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. Rejected by Barnes. Down low. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Irving. 16 points for him. Three-pointer Pritchard. Barnes with the rebound. Knicks leading by 21. Here's Bryant. Bryant with the dunk.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
The Mavericks shooting 35% in the third quarter. Here's Terry. Outside Irving. Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. There's a screen. Here's Pritchard. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Bryant. Here he goes. And the layup is good. Bryant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And so it's the New York Knicks up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Luka Doncic. Flag is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Terry in a point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Ellis. After the basket by Dallas. There's a screen. To the inside. Yao. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Doncic outside. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim. But some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Now here's Anthony. To the paint. It's stolen. Looking to get it going. And it's Doncic missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
First personal foul. First team foul. Michael Beasley. 2 shots.
That's good from Beasley. That one misses.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Here's Yao. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Terry. Pass to Gafford. Here's Randolph. Stolen by Ellis. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Beasley. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul.
And in recent years, Lex, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success.
Michael Beasley.
Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome to in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
So it's the Mavericks now. After the basket by New York on the other end. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Anthony outside. Lots of room. And it's New York scoring again.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Here's flag. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Anthony.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls.
At the line for two. Flag.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Ellis. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Stevenson's shot is good.
Stevenson. And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
Now here's Ellis. Over Gafford. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Doncic passes to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Ellis with it. Pass to Stevenson. Puts up a three. And again, New York with the triple.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And here's Doncic outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Beasley's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Stevenson, the pass to Yao. Outside Stevenson. Pass to Yao. 6 on the shot clock. Over Gafford. And it's New York scoring again.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any position. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Ellis. Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Randolph's got 6 rebounds in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Lex?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help putting that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Here's Ellis. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Bryant for 3. Sinks it from distance. Bryant's got 30.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now, here is James. Driving to the basket. He with the rebound. Picked it out of midair. Here's Flag. Lively passes to Irving. Tries again. Here's Flag. Pass to Terry. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. Here's James. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And here's Bryant. Pass to E. Over James. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They recover it. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Beasley.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
They get the rebound. Second chance effort. Stevenson, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Doncic. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
14 foul.
And one guy you can speed up and slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Flags checked in for Dallas. And the officials will call the illegal screen.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Bryant against Doncic. Lively with a screen on Bryant. And here's Doncic outside. And it's New York with a rebound.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Stevenson against James. Here's Yee. New York again, can't hit.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Here's James. That one's good for 2. James has got 28.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
They set the pick. It's Ellis with his drive. Wide open. That one no good. Dallas is shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Pass to James. Lively with a screen on Stevenson. And there's James from the arc. He drops it from range. James has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Ellis passes to go. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line from there.
Third team foul.
That's on Derek Lively.
And even from where we're sitting, you can usually tell it was a foul.
And the second free throw is good. Dallas has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. From deep, here's Doncic. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 8 rebounds in the game.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's Lynn. Lively with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Here's E. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Lively.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence. No, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
New York has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Bryant outside. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the 3. Bryant's got 33 points.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
The 3. The Knicks pull it in. He's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Lynn.
2 minutes
on the wing.
2 minutes.
Shot from the high post. And it's New York scoring again.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
James outside. Pass to Lively. James outside. And it's James with the jam.
They're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this isn't something we get to see every day, folks. This team has fought their way to an amazing 71 total wins this year. Unbelievable.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
Now here's Bryant. Shot from the low post is good. Bryant's got 37.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's James. Irving. Yee with the rebound.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Barnes finds Bryant. Barnes with a screen on Doncic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Doncic passes to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Bryant left side.
Mavericks foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Kobe Bryant.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory.
Thank you all for joining us in tonight's game.
Statement
Your
indeed,
support
BA.
was
It
greatly
wasn't enemy
appreciated.
territory.
Please get home safely. Be sure to come back soon.
Took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.